For future XRP news and other cryptocurrency news in general, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Everything discussed in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. Come on, look at this. A cryptocurrency lawyer advises using XRP to pay a fine. According to Jeremy Hogan, the $125 million fine may not be the only significant problem facing Ripple in its ongoing battle with the SEC. Instead of how that money could be paid, that's what Hogan says. According to a prominent legal expert in the XRP community, Ripple may be able to pay the bill with the token itself rather than cash. It is possible that this will occur. We should now take a step back. When Ripple offered XRP to institutional investors without first registering it with the relevant authorities, it was discovered to have violated securities regulations. In August 2023, a federal judge rendered this ruling. A $125 million fine was consequently assessed, along with a permanent injunction to stop future violations. Hogan has now started a conversation on whether Ripple may pay the fine in XRP instead of USD. It is predicated on a landmark case that the Supreme Court considered in 1869. At that time, the court acknowledged that a transaction might be carried out in gold instead of dollars. This line of thinking holds that there are instances where specialized performance, like paying in a commodity, makes more sense than strictly following the money. A quick look at the current situation shows that there is a belief that Ripple and the SEC could agree to pay the fine in XRP. Given that the US Treasury oversees the digital network that the token may be requested to join, this is especially important. However, there's a catch. It's a penalty, and penalties typically end up in the US Treasury. There is a penalty of $125 million. If the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC does not support XRP for dollar swap, it will not succeed. Despite being discussed at the highest levels, XRP does not seem to be benefiting from the digital asset plan that the US government is putting into place in the meantime. Bitcoin is maintained as a long-term reserve asset in the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, where it receives the VIP treatment it merits. However, what about XRP? It might be kept in the US digital asset stockpile with other alternative cryptocurrencies like Cardano and Solana, which the Treasury Department is free to sell whenever it wants. A noteworthy discovery has emerged from Ripple's protracted legal battle with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. There have been discussions about the possibility of using XRP, the company's in-house cryptocurrency, to settle a $125 million penalty. This is a significant advancement. There may be a chance for this unorthodox repayment plan. According to legal expert Jeremy Hogan's thoughts, this is particularly true in light of a presidential executive order that has spurred discussion concerning alternate payment methods in legal contexts. What characteristics of XRP make it a good choice for payment? Hogan emphasized that there is a theoretical framework that might be used to satisfy the punishment using XRP despite the court's decision to impose the charge in US dollars. He drew attention to the relevant case of Willard v. Taylor, wherein gold was legally accepted as payment for contract signing. Given this precedent, Ripple's plan to pay XRP seems to have the ability to gain traction, that is, if it receives the necessary legal clearance. Does the SEC approve of this arrangement? Hogan did concede that the court might grant permission for such a payment nonetheless. He persisted in emphasizing how crucial it is to get the SEC's approval before moving forward. The outcome is unpredictable because the Securities and Exchange Commission has not yet shown any interest in accepting XRP as a valid payment method. Because the US government is now reassessing its stance on cryptocurrencies, this topic has implications that go beyond more general economic reasons. Nonetheless, XRP has the potential to cause significant market movements and a rise in government revenue if it is acknowledged. However, a thorough legal assessment would be necessary for such revisions. According to Jeremy Hogan, XRP payments might theoretically succeed. An earlier instance suggests that alternative payment options would be acceptable under the law. For any transaction to be completed, the SEC's approval must be obtained. Both the court rulings and the discussions between Ripple and the SEC will determine these outcomes. The outcome of Ripple's case and whether or not XRP might be used to pay fines will become clearer as discussions between the parties advance and the court renders its decision. According to lawyer Fred Rispoli, the ongoing conflict between Ripple and the SAC might be settled without changing the $125 million judgment against Ripple themselves. The legal expert said that before making a final decision, the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, may be awaiting new leadership. As a result, Ripple has been the focus of discussions about the potential for negotiating a different settlement or a lesser penalty. Despite having dismissed earlier cryptocurrency-related litigation, Ripple and the SAC might still face a $125 million judgment in this case. The United States Securities and Exchange Agency, or SEC, has not given up on its case against Ripple. The agency is presently run by temporary chair Mark Oyeda and is 2-1 in support of cryptocurrencies. In an ex-post, legal expert Frederick Rispoli said he thinks the agency is holding off on making any additional decisions on the matter until Paul Atkins, the current nominee for SAC chair, takes office. Fred Rispoli claims that if the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, were to drop the appeal and uphold the $125 million sentence, it could be able to avoid other legal battles. If this is accurate, the best part about this is that it negates the thousands of hours that SEC employees worked to obtain the $125 million judgment, as was boldly stated in a post on X. This is the highest level of contentment. The lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC remains one of the most intricate legal battles in the Bitcoin industry. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has not yet punished Ripple to the same extent, despite just ending its cases against Kraken, Coinbase, and Consensus. The injunction that forbids Ripple from selling XRP to institutions may have had a major role in the delay, according to several legal experts. Dispute concerning payments made using strategic reserves in XRP. Many people have speculated that Ripple would be able to pay the $125 million fine by transferring XRP instead of cash. According to a market analyst named Vincent Van Code, Ripple may be negotiating to pay the fine in XRP, which might subsequently be deposited into a government-controlled cryptocurrency reserve. According to Van Code, some are speculating that Ripple will give the new crypto strategic reserve the equivalent in XRP instead of $125 million in cash.